Hey guys, Harsh here, back in the video. So after spending way too much time on the internet, I finally have the dream car that I always wanted. So this is the Tarmac Works LBWK ER34 Super Silhouette Skyline, and this is in the scale of 1:43. So this is actually a pretty rare model to find on web stores these days, but recently they stocked it in their website and I immediately bought it along with the Mercedes W11. So that video is coming up shortly as well. And as you can see, this comes with a nice plastic hard case and in this nice plastic wrap along with a card which is rattling inside, as you can hear. So let's not waste any time and unbox it and see what we get. And as far as I'm concerned, there are only I think a single review of this particular model on the internet, so I might be the first one doing a full unboxing and review, so we'll see about that. And let's just tear this plastic and take it out. So it is, as you can see, still in this nice plastic case, as you can see. Here it is, along with the card over here, as you can see. So as you can see, this card looks very nice with the slightly matte and metallic finish, and the chassis number is all written there. So pretty nice card to have in your collection as well. You can just put it on a photo frame and display it. Here is the main attraction. So as you can see, it is only held by these two screws at the bottom here. So if we just take it out of its case, it is held by this plastic tabs over here. So let me just remove it. So now we can remove the plastic case and take a closer look at the car. And as you can see, the car body all around looks very good, and I think it's quite heavy. So let me just remove the plastic base and we'll take a closer look at it. And here is the car, as you can see. Apart from my fingerprints that are on there permanently now, the car looks pretty good. And one thing I have noticed is that the wheels do rotate. So as you can see, the wheels rotate and the disc brake stays stationary, so that's pretty nice. But these are not freely moving. So anyways, let's start with the review of this model. I mean, that's why we all are here. So as always, let's start with the front. And as you can see, Tarmac Works has done a pretty good job at detailing the car itself. So as you can see, the headlights are detailed to the point, and you cannot fit I think much more detail at this particular scale. I think there is no more details to add. They just did it to the best perfection that they can. And if you look at the radiator inside, we can see we have actually two fans, I believe. So I am not sure what these are, but they look like fan vents. It's a pretty nice detail that they added to the car. And at the top, you can see we have the LB Performance logo along with the LBWK logo on the front lip. Then if you move to the sides, we can see we have some I think these are vents for the wheel cooling down and all that stuff. So it have a mesh design to it, as you can see. And if you look at the other side, I think this will be the same. So as you can see here, and then we can see we have the Advan logo on the fender. I believe this is called a fender now, but I'm not sure. And the NGK logo right over here, as you can see, pretty nicely printed, and all the details are pretty spot on. Then if you look at the wheels, as I have said before, these are free rolling wheels, as you can see. And I think the wheels are a bit loose. I don't know for what reason, but maybe I will see how we can fix that. So as you can see, the wheels are slightly tilted towards the inside of the car, as you can see. But as I've said before, I don't like the camber very much on a car. So what I will be doing is just taking out the base plate over here and trying to fix the camber so that it will point straight up, and then the car would be free rolling chassis. So that would be pretty nice. You could even then play it as a toy, but I don't recommend it at all. Then moving to the sides here, as you can see, we have the exhaust pipe system with the silver outlet and black inside. So pretty accurate exhaust pipe there. Then moving on to the door side, we can see we have another LBWK huge logo, and along with few motivational quotes, and the LB Silhouette Works GT written on right on the door handle there, as you can see, along with the door handle, which they could do a better job here, to be honest. The door handle doesn't look that much detailed. Then moving on to the side mirrors, as you can see, they are quite nicely detailed along with the reflective piece that is in there. Now moving on to the interior, you can see we have red racing seats, yellow roll cage, and the steering wheel there, as you can see, along with the dashboard with few dials. And that's pretty much about it. And there is, however, a lack of seat belts on the racing seats. As you can see, there are no seat belts at all. So maybe that's something we can add on our own. So that would be pretty nice to see as well. Then we can see we have the LB Works number 5 written over here, which is the print quality. It's pretty spot on. There are no paint bleeding issues or whatsoever going on, and it is on both the sides, as you can see. And as you can see on the roof, there are no stickers or whatsoever apart from my fingerprints that will need to be wiped off with some substances. And if you look at the windshield over here, we can see we have Nissan Skyline AK Produce Customs logo along with a few windshield wipers there. And then if you look at the hood, we can see we have a nice mesh pattern there along with these vents over here, which I believe do something, but in this particular case they are just blocked off. Now moving on, we can see we have another intake over here, which I don't think it's an intake, it's just a flat piece of bodywork on both the sides, as you can see. But at first glance I thought there were some sort of vents to cool the brakes or cool the tires or whatever, but it's not the case. And obviously this is a wide body kit. So now moving on to the back wheels, they are same as the front wheels, as you can see, with the Advan logo on the tires and the tires rotating with the disc brakes being stationary, but they do have the same issue of getting stuck in the body panels. And if you move further back, we can see we have the Skyline logo, Advan logo, and the Nissan PDC, which I don't know what it is. Then we have the Liberty Walk logo right over here, which is printed quite nicely. The printing quality on the entire car is pretty spot on, and obviously here at the windshield you can see which are printed quite nicely. Same on this side. Now moving to the back side, we can see we have the R34 headlights over here with this spoiler, and as I've said before, I don't like this spoiler design, but still it looks half decent for me, so I can live with that. And you can see we have the Liberty Walk logo there, and underneath the spoiler we can see we have the LB Silhouette Works logo there. And also at the back we can see we have the Nissan GTR headlights along with the few logos of again Nissan PDC and AK Produce Customs, along with this small license plate over here. And then finally, if you look at the bottom here, we can see we have this huge diffuser. So as you can see, in comparison to the car actual body, which is I think at this range, this is just a huge piece that they have added for the diffuser, so it does gives an very aggressive look to the car. So there it is guys, the LB Works Nissan Skyline ER34 in 1:43 scale by Tarmac Works, and this is a pretty nice model to have. It's I think fully made out of metal, so it's pretty heavy as well, pretty accurate model as well. All around the build quality is pretty solid as well. I mean, apart from these mirrors, which I think are pretty delicate, the model is quite strong. I mean, you won't be breaking it anytime soon. So thanks for this video guys. If you have any doubts or comments regarding this video, you can obviously comment down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.